Your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Hey, how's it going guys? Captain Kuba here, and today I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to answer a question left by someone in the comment section of my last video. Arajan Jetsi. Yeah, I know I butchered your name. Anyway, he asks, you know what I don't get? Where did he get the tornado in God of War 3? For clarification, he refers to this magic attack. His question is a valid one and one that I struggled to come up with an answer for a long time. Because if you really think about it, the fact that Kratos uses a tornado is weird. Because God of War 3 is a straight continuation of the story of God of War 2. And in that game, Kratos never acquires a tornado magic ability. He receives Kronos' Rage, the head of Medusa, and many others. But he never receives a tornado for a magic attack. So it's weird that Santa Monica Studios chose to go with a new power for the start of God of War 3, since they started God of War 2 with a magic attack given to Kratos by Poseidon in the first game. So what's the mystery behind this tornado? Well, it's possible this God of War 3 is not actually a continuation of God of War 2. It could be this is another timeline, one in which Kratos received a tornado for one of his magic attacks. Alright, as much as I want this theory to be true, I can't go with it any longer. The truth about the tornado is much simpler, and we have to look at it from a different angle. Kratos does not have the power to create a tornado. This power actually comes from the Blade of Olympus. For proof, I'll show the evidence in one of the best cutscenes in the series. So you see, Kratos doesn't use his other magic abilities he received during the story of God of War 2 because he doesn't need them anymore. It's not because he doesn't have them, it's just that by the end of the game he obtained the Blade of Olympus, the item he was after the whole time, and with the Blade of Olympus he was able to do a much superior magic attack. This is why he was using it all throughout the intro of God of War 3. Now I know what you're thinking, how come Zeus's tornado was able to wipe out an entire army of titans and Kratos can only kill a few undead legionnaires? First, I'd recommend you go watch my video on the Blade of Olympus. Here I talk about how this weapon actually works. In it, I propose the idea that the Blade of Olympus shows its power according to the person who wields it. Or in other words, the Blade of Olympus amplifies the power of whoever's holding onto it. This means that when Zeus was in his prime as the king of the gods, he was able to create a tornado that could wipe an entire army of titans. Now don't get me wrong, Kratos is very powerful, but not as powerful as a younger Zeus, which is why he's only able to do a smaller tornado as seen at the start of God of War 3. Now if you were to give the Blade of Olympus to someone who was just a mortal, he might not be able to do anything magical with it. This theory is consistent because after Kratos falls in the river Styx and his powers get sucked away by the souls in it, he's never able to create the tornado again, and instead is only able to do the rage attack after finding the Blade of Olympus. This is because he's much weaker from this point on in the story. Reasons like this is why I would like for the Blade of Olympus to return in the next game. We know that Kratos stabbed himself with it at the end of God of War 3. By doing this, the Blade of Olympus lost all of its powers, but Cory Barlog has said that Kratos from God of War 4 is actually more powerful than God of War 3 Kratos. Can you imagine the things he could do with the Blade of Olympus now? Not only would he be able to create a small tornado, he might even be able to wipe out all of the Asgardian gods like Zeus did with the Titans. Maybe not, cause I really want to fight Thor face to face. But the possibilities for the Blade of Olympus are endless. Maybe Odin could take it from Kratos, making him even more powerful. Who knows, I just want this beautiful weapon back in some way. But anyway, what do you guys think about Kratos' tornado? Did you know the reason why he had this ability? Or were you clueless just like I was for a while? Also, would you like to see the Blade of Olympus return? Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try to reply as soon as I can. As always, I would like to thank all of my awesome members for their monthly support. People like Adeline, Connor Rookie, and Daniel Kenya, to name a few, really go above and beyond to support my work. I would also like to thank all of my subscribers for liking and sharing my videos. This channel would be nothing without you guys. And with that said, remember, go forth in the name of Olympus.
You will pay for this, Zeus. Be certain of that.